Wait! If that was you on the phone and you on the bus, then who was flickering the lights? Nosferatu!
Hello,
Hey, dude man, I'm a dude man.
and welcome to my channel. And if you don't know why I'm speaking like this, well, you're too fucking young. But no, in all seriousness, welcome back to another add-on. Well, yeah, the mod creator of the Hero to Zero actually recommended this mod. So we're gonna be taking a look at this. We're taking a look at the Fangs of the Night. And as you can already tell, it adds Whampire to it. So, first thing we got for a second, I honest to God thought that was it. I know it doesn't spawn in this biome at all, but I for some reason thought that was it. But anyways, like I just said, we are in the wrong biome. So, I gotta go. So, we're actually going to want to be in a dark oak forest, and this is actually a very rare spawn. And so, if you are in an already like pre-existing world, good luck, buddy. But yeah, where you're actually going to want to go is into a dark oak forest. And it's actually like very rare. This one was actually 11,000 blocks away from my spawn point. But dude, like I'm kind of scared like to go into it. Like I'm playing this at nighttime. I have the lights off. Wait, hold on. Okay. Now we must go in.
Hold on, it's fine.
I knew it was gonna do that!
I feel like some Dark Souls music should be playing. But yeah, in these chests, you're gonna check them and you're gonna try to find a special item that you're gonna need. Oh, there it is. This is called the alien appendage, and this is what you're actually gonna be using to be able to get the Vladat. I don't. Oh wow. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm just gonna check the chest because someone built this structure, so the least I can do is check every chest. And I really like this. This looks really nice. So if I go to it, obviously nothing's gonna happen. I'm right clicking it, nothing. Oh, okay. So fair fair disclaimer. I go into the mods somewhat blind. I know like mostly about the alien. I know little things about like the structures and everything and the items of the stuff. I thought you needed this for something else, but I guess not. I thought you needed this for a scanner. And so, oh, okay, it's work in progress. So, okay, I got the I have Whampire now. So, yeah, let's just use them. And so we have Whampire. So, I have like two things about him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Starting off with criticism already, John. Anyways, before I become a negative Nancy, I do really, really, really like this model. I think is that magenta? I'm not a color expert, so correct me if I'm wrong. But I think the magenta and the black and white look so good together. Whoever made this model ate that up because, dude, I think this looks freaking wonderful. And I am glad to be looking at it. So freaking S plus Peaky really like the model. Looks really good. I like it. Also, just want to make a fair little disclaimer. If it was like two separate parts, like one person did the coloring and one person did the model, props to them both. They both did a wonderful job. I don't want to just put it like on one person, but if it was two different people that made it, props to them. But the whole thing looks fantastic. Y'all did good.
One is his lip. His lip is kind of just crossing that border. It looks too thin for Minecraft, if that makes sense. Like it just looks too thin, you know? So that's one thing, that's one little criticism I have. And the second one is actually the hands. I don't know why he's it looks just very I don't know what it's trying to be. So I don't want to call it a hands because if it is his hands, why is it bending that way? So it looks very awkward in first person and in third person too. It just looks very awkward. But other than that, this design is really, 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 really cool. Like I love the I don't want to say purple, but I'm blanking on magenta. This is magenta, right? Anyways, I like the magenta and the black and white. Like I think that just looks so nice with I think this is just like a really cool skin, dude. And like, I just really love the color combinations. I think the model's nice. Other than like the hands and like the lip, like those are like my literally only two things. But like, I can live with those, you know? You get what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, let's go back to my camp. And we are back at the camp, guys. And yes, I got the Omniverse watch on because, you know, I just really wanted to show the silhouette for the Vladat. But we're back at the camp, ready to show off his cool, amazing powers. And so, okay, that's the thing. I totally forgot. I don't know why I forgot about this. As you know, he can't be in the sun. So he's really only, oh my goodness.
Once there was a girl who wanted
Can't even read.
to
Cut it out, dude. You're gonna get us in trouble.
Today, Junior?
So he's really only an alien that can be used at nighttime because, well, that's the most he can be used for. And also, as well, as you can see, one of his upgrades is that he has heightened senses. And so, where is it? So, yeah, enhanced senses, you know, so he's able to tell where certain things are, certain entities are. You know, that's pretty cool. It makes sense as well. But the ability you start off with is his bite. And let me show you how powerful it is. So, as you see, I'm at like 2 health. I go up to the sheep. Bro, I get instant health back. Is that not crazy? And it's not even an unlock thing or anything where you get more like attack. You just start off with being able to fully heal yourself from a sheep and it's not even dead yet. So I could like use that again if I needed to. And so that's just crazy OP. But one of the next abilities you will be able to unlock is actually flight. And as that sounds, it's just flight. And he is actually crazy fast in his flight form. And so, you know, not a bad, he's a pretty good flying alien. I kind of wish the wings came out or his arms like stretched out. That's probably what's going to happen in the future. I don't know. But, you know, if not, that's my little suggestion. And also, as well, as you can see, he has night vision. You have to unlock that. He also has a bat form. And this actually makes it to where you can't get hurt in the sun. And so if I turn into my bat form, I'm a cute little bat. Yeah. I do think his little smile is cute. I will say that. Even though the lines are really thin. I also do think the smile is really cute. Like, even though I said what I said about the mouse in his base form, I do think this is cute. I do think this is cute. But you can't do anything as him. I don't even know if you can hold anything as him. Let me see. So you can hold things, and you can actually pretty much sort of use him. But the thing is, he's like, oh, he's actually really fast. I was about to say he's not that fast. Real quick, let's see how much damage she does as a bat.
And as you can see by my pathetic little jumps, I'm attempting to hit the target dummy, but he's not doing any damage because he can't do damage in his bat form. He can still use tools and mine and stuff like that, so, you know, he's pretty balanced actually.
Gameplay wise, that does make sense. So he's not too overpowered or anything, but he's also like not annoying, you know? So it works, it works. So that way you could beat him in the sun. That way, like if you don't have master control and you have like the prototype Omnitrix, you don't have to worry about anything. His next attack is a bat barrage. And so it's a little distraction, sort of like the Batman cloak thing. I don't know too much if it actually distracts them or if it's just, yeah, didn't really phase him. But as you saw before, we have the drain, and next up we have our basic little 2 pluses for our stats, which are attack and defense. And with his full attack, he does 9 damage, which is pretty good actually. I think that's the same as one of the swords. I don't know. Just because I was curious, I checked to see how much the swords do. The Netherite sword does 8 damage. and Whampire does 9, as you saw before. So he's literally stronger than a netherite sword, which is fucking crazy. Oh, it is enchanted, by the way. I'll say that it is unenchanted. So you know, but still, that's still crazy. He's doing more than a base netherite sword. I think. I don't know. Not really crazy. Not crazy like the drain. The drain is like insane, bro. Cause hold on, I could like summon bats, and like if they're near me, I could probably like. Well, I'm missing bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's probably not too much of a tech, but that's the drain is insane, bro.
Hey, so I'm just here to add context. I had forgotten how the corruptors worked in the mod. I figured they would just be like the show and that the explosions were a placeholder. No, it's just a projectile in the add-on. And so, yeah. And I completely forgot that it can actually turn things into your minions. And so I kind of said in the part I'm about to edit out is that it doesn't work. I completely forgot about the ability on how to turn them into your minions. So I'm just saying this because it might seem abrupt. A lot of my cuts are abrupt, but if this cut seems more abrupt than usual, that's why.
So remember, I go in like somewhat blind. I don't play too much with the aliens, but I think you have to like kill a mob with it. You have to hold shift because that's the next ability. But you have to hold shift. This pops up, and this kills the mob, and it summons a minion, which is pretty neat. So this is just essentially, for all intents and purposes, this is a sheep. So regular B, no shift, is a projectile, and shift B is the mind control, which is actually probably actually stronger because it does the same thing. It kills a mob. But I imagine there's going to be a rework to that. So, you know. Next up is probably the most random power, is his concussive blast. And I say random because why does he have that? He only uses it like once, right? Doesn't he? But anyways, it's pretty crazy. You can kill anything with it. Well, I don't want to say anything, but it does good amount of damage. Okay, maybe not a good amount of damage, but it's a nice little AoE. Let's see. It does. It, dude. Oh crap! I gotta get rid of him. Oh my goodness! I didn't think he would escape. Oh boy, that's bad. Anyways, let's see how much the corruptor does. Doesn't show. Okay, sorry. Sorry for y'all that was wondering. Doesn't show. Oh, so this just explodes as well. Oh shoot, and it gave me another minion.
I don't really want this.
Okay, so not gonna lie, I almost did forget that I was supposed to talk about the aliens. So I'm gonna put this over a video of me fighting Blitzwolfer as Whampire, because you know, vampire versus werewolves. This is also gonna be unscripted, so this is kind of gonna be my thoughts out loud rather than contained. And I hope you don't mind that at all. I'll try not to say ums and uhs, but if I do, that's why. I'm not a public speaker or anything. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel. But anyways, what do I think of Whampire? He's pretty mid. Pretty mid, I can't lie. Can't even lie. Like, I know before I said that I love monsters and I'm a big fan of the Monster Trio. But I can't get around to Whampire. And I think it's because, like, he showed up in Omniverse. I'm not saying this because I hate Omniverse. I don't. But, you know, he shows up at the end of Omniverse. He doesn't have anything from the previous series or anything like that. So he's already got, like, a lot of things working against him. So, you know, it's just kind of like I don't want to say he was, like, made to lose, but he was going to have a hard time winning. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, what good does Whampire have other than the fact he's a vampire alien? He's got an interesting voice. His powers are that of a vampire, I guess. The corruptors are interesting, I suppose. I'm trying to be fair. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to be fair and nice and non-biased, but at the same time, what am I supposed to say about Whampire when the show really gives us nothing about him to really like? I mean, dude, I really can't say anything good about him. I'm sorry. But I also can't say anything bad about him. So I guess that's why he's mid. Like, it's like I don't really have high of an opinion on Whampire. I think he's interesting. I think yeah. His suit is, it just kind of reminds me of a superhero suit, and I'm not too big of a fan of how Omniverse sometimes designs the suits. because I'm not really big of a fan of superhero suits. If we get a fast track, well, I don't want to say when, but if we ever get a fast track add-on, I'll go into more detail about that because I have a lot of words about fast track. But you know, I don't really like how superhero-esque it is. You know, I'm not really feeling it. You know, like I get Batman's popular, you know, but okay. Like I don't really care too much about the suit. And his powers, like I said before, like they're fine. The Corruptors are, I will admit, they are neat, but you know, at the same time, what else does he have going for him other than a random sonic explosion that he does for some reason? Why does he do that? Anyways, Whampire is just, you know, he's kind of overshadowed by the other cooler monster aliens, you know? So Whampire rating mid out of 10, I guess. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to, you know, check out the mod. But if you enjoyed me a little bit, you know, why not subscribe, hit that like button, comment, even if it's criticism, comment it. Even if it's telling me that I'm a dumbass, F you, buddy. But, you know, comment, man. Hey, helps me out. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, a great week, and a great life. Peace, peace.